I found a massive grey hair. Like, it weren't the full length of my hair, but it was like half.
Ross, I think we should pull that out.
But it was literally silver.
No, it is. Like, you can proper see it. It's literally like that wants to come out.
No.
Why won't you just pull it out?
I'm gonna go grey.
You're silver fox.
If you pull it out, don't like tango back.
I think that's just a myth.
Hello everyone!
Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a Q&A assumptions video. We thought we'd do an updated one for you. It's been a while since we've actually done one of these.
Yeah, it's a few months, isn't it? And
I actually love filming these sort of videos. They're like really easy to film and yeah, just gets to know us a little bit better.
Juicy, aren't they?
Yeah. We've both got our water.
Not juice today.
Currently Saturday night and we're drinking water. Right, so I haven't actually seen any of these questions yet, so this is going to be like new to me as well. Okay, right, let's start on the first one. So these are actually like a mixture about me and you. Right, so Ross is older.
What's that?
So that is actually true, but only by like 6 months.
It's not really.
No, it's not even 6 months. 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months.
Yeah, he's only older.
Yeah, so I'm 23 and grey. And you're 22. So you've got another 2 more months now until you're grey.
Yeah.
So it happens, and you get back pain at 23 as well.
Yeah, you've actually been having problems.
Literally, you turn 23. If you're like 20, 21, 22, this is a warning, right? Because if you turn 23, you're going to get back pain and turn grey. Like literally, I turned 23 not even a month ago, and then 2 things have happened.
Yeah.
Innit? So
we'll see if it
I think I'm
happens to
officially
me.
old now.
Yeah,
You've got another 2 months of being young, and then you're going to be joining me.
Yeah. If anyone is like over the age of 30 right now and they're watching this, we've just called 23 old.
Yeah, they're going to be like, unsubscribe.
Assumption, you was interested first. So I think they mean that I was interested like in you first.
Before I was interested in you.
I don't know, we never know, would we? I think I probably was.
Yeah, I think you was.
Alright. No,
You was,
I think I definitely was. I know this sounds really weird, I've told you this, but I always sort of knew that I would be with Ross. But I've told you that, no? It's really weird actually, like I feel like I know that how my life is.
Yeah, so we obviously got together in school. For anyone that don't know, we was just going into year 9.
Yeah.
And then obviously we knew each other from year 7, so.
You know, we had like a friendship group and there was like a boy group and then a girl group, and we was always just like friends. Ross always had girlfriends as well.
You did,
yeah, and I never like had a boyfriend or anything. I was just yeah. I just weren't
just on your own.
I just weren't that type. And yeah, and then we got together. We actually got together on like, not together, but we went on a skiing trip, and I think that's how we got to know each other more. Right, the next assumption is that you want loads of kids.
How many's loads?
Yeah, like I think they mean like over 3.
15? Oh.
No.
3's not loads, that's normal amount.
Is it?
I'd say like
5
over
is
4.
Loads. No, yeah.
5 is loads, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it loads though?
Yeah.
It's a handful, isn't it?
I honestly don't know how anyone would cope with 5 children.
No, but like, it depends on the ages though.
Yeah, and I feel like we've got
you spread them out, they can help you. Really
lucky with like how well behaved Nelly is. Like we was lucky with her as like a newborn as well.
Yeah.
Like looking back, I know how lucky we now was. So it's so scary to think, because you know how it could turn out, that they could not sleep and they could be a nightmare. So yeah, I'd say we do want a few children.
But Nellie's good now, but then when she gets to 13, she's probably going to be in prison or something.
No,
she'll be a good kid and then hit 12, and then that's it.
In prison. She won't be in prison, Ross.
What do you know in prison?
Oh, don't. No, I think she would be a really good kid. She'll probably be mouthy and back chat. I think all girls are. But she will be good. Yeah, so we do want more children if we are lucky enough. But we're not sure really when, are we?
Don't know when.
We don't know when the right time is.
The thing is, we don't want them yet, but then we don't want a big gap. So we're sort of in, like, we've got a problem really.
You actually.
Because we don't want them now, but
like, it's just not in our thought process at the moment, is it? Like, I don't, yeah. But I do see ourselves with more children.
Yeah.
I think
and
one or two
and two
more.
dogs.
Two dogs?
Yeah. 2 dogs.
So how many more children would you say? 1 or 2?
I don't know.
I've got a feeling we're going to have twins.
Bloody hell.
Oh, just imagine. We will be stressed. Obviously, that would be so lucky, but to have 2 children.
I'm going to be full grey if that happens.
You actually would.
Oh my god.
You and Ross act different on camera to real life. No, not at all. I don't think.
I don't think.
No.
No, I definitely don't.
No. You're probably more, like, to anyone that watches this that knows us, you're obviously more chatty, but it's because, like, if you know Ross, he's not, like, overly chatty, are you?
Depends.
No, but you're not, like,
Depends if there's something to chat about, like,
yeah,
we're purposely filming, so there's obviously a topic to
talk about, yeah. So
whereas, like, if there's nothing to talk about, then yeah, I won't talk.
yeah, so that would be the only thing I think people that know us would think that you're more talkative, but yeah, so we've got a topic to talk about. But I don't think in any way, like, I feel like I'm exactly the same. Do you think? Do you think there's anything different?
No.
No.
You just do your posh telephone voice, like as if you.
But do I still do that?
No.
I don't feel like I do.
No, you don't actually.
If anything, my voice does change, but I think it's because I know I'm
you're,
filming
like,
and talking.
clear and loud. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's all it is, I think.
I talk quite loud on this. Like when I'm editing these videos and like me and Ross are filming, I know when I'm talking and looking at the soundbar because the soundbar's up here and then Ross is like down here.
Yeah.
Ross asked Chloe out first. Yeah.
Did I? What? As in, will you be my girlfriend?
Did you actually
Or
ask me that
do you want to go on a
question?
date? I don't know. Did I?
We didn't go on a date.
No.
We were swimming. What was it?
I don't know. We probably did. We got picked up in the back of the van, I reckon. In the transit in the back.
Gosh, we can't
That's what we used to do, isn't it?
Basically, my stepdad.
I reckon that was the first date.
My stepdad used to drive a van and like sometimes. I know that's
sometimes we
illegal,
do.
I think.
Yeah, it's well illegal, but you do like trips to school and everything in the back of the van. It weren't sometimes. Like, yeah.
Yeah. No, didn't do that before we was together. Like we went away to skiing in March. It was the end of March, and we didn't get together until May. So we had a little like secret going on for a while.
Yeah. But I don't know if we went out like to the cinema or
No, we didn't.
for a meal.
We was together when we done that. We used to walk home from school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he did ask me to be his girlfriend. I think I like made a point of that you had to ask me.
Probably.
I think. Yeah, I didn't ask Ross. Next assumption is you send all your haul clothes back. Like 95% of them I do. There is like odd occasions. Yeah, no, we're not rich at all. I could not afford to keep all of that stuff. It would be lovely for the day that I could afford it all, but I still would send it back. I don't think I could physically
even if we could afford it, you couldn't have that many clothes and actually wear them.
No.
Like, and it would just be like...
It was just a waste.
You'd wear it once and then throw it away, basically.
Yeah. And I think a lot of influencers as well, they get gifted stuff, they obviously give it to like their family and stuff. So if I was ever in that position, I think like my little sister is the same size as me, so she would get like so many clothes. Yeah, you donate them, you wear them. Yeah, but I'd say there is like odd things that I order and I think, oh, I really like that.
Yeah, if you like it. I'd say like from most hauls, you could probably keep one thing.
One thing, yeah. But not even all the time.
No, not all the time.
Yeah, like most of it does go back. Next assumption is you do all the housework / cooking, etc. and Ross doesn't do anything.
Who's assuming that? I bet that was like my mum or something.
No, I think I do all the housework. Like, sometimes Ross will clean the kitchen. Like, Ross is really good. He does, like, wash up and clean the kitchen after dinner or something like that. But he won't think to, like, hoover the stairs, mop the floors, change the bedding, put the bed in the wash, clean the clothes, change Nellie's bed. Like, he won't think to do all that stuff, but you do
I did. I put the shower curtain in the wash the other day and tumble dried it.
Yeah, and I nearly fainted. I come in and I was like,
I just
is
pulled
that the
stuff out of
tumble
the bag.
dryer on? Yeah, but you'd never think to change Nellie's bedding. Like, that is just something that you wouldn't go in your head, would it?
No, because I see you do it, and it's like, oh, it's done.
Yeah, exactly. But Ross does do cooking. I think we're like 50-50 on cooking.
Yeah, I'd say.
Maybe more me at the moment. Because I do like the breakfast, the lunch. And then it'll be you more like dinner with 50-50, I think. Because sometimes like I'm doing something like editing or filming or whatever, and Ross does cooking. And he is like a good cook as well. You never want to drive as Ross drives you everywhere. Ross does drive me everywhere. No, I really do want to drive. I was actually learning before like COVID and stuff, and I had like quite a lot of lessons. Like, I can practically drive.
It was your theory as well, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm
Did you do it?
Yeah,
Or you
about
booked it?
twice. Yeah. I'm no good at that
I thought
sort
there was
of
one you
thing.
didn't go to or something like that, but you did, didn't you?
No, I didn't practice and then I had to go. I forgot about that. I booked it. Yeah, like I'm no good at tests and stuff. Like, I'm honestly like really rubbish. But yeah, it was that was holding me back, and I still needed to practice on like my manoeuvres and stuff. But I was practically there.
But have you seen now there's I think it's like 9 months or a year's waiting list to book a test.
Oh my god.
And there's actually a petition now that you can sign to basically let your instructor pass you without having a test if he thinks you're good enough.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, isn't it? Yeah, but moral of the story is I do want to drive. I don't know when it will be, but yeah, definitely want to drive.
I think, to be honest, if COVID probably didn't come, I think you'd have been driving by now.
Yeah, I think I would.
Because you've had like 35 lessons.
Really? Yeah, like I can drive.
But the thing is with you, it's always been like staggered, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you have some and then you stop and then have them.
Yeah. But I was in the swing of it. But yeah, I definitely want to drive because I need a Range Rover.
She's gonna have a Range Rover and not be able to drive.
No, but even if like we get one, it's still me getting one.
True.
But I do want to be able to drive it. You want to become Disney vloggers. That isn't, I wouldn't say that's the aim of the channel, of course, like no, but I'd love to be able
because
to.
we definitely will vlog like when we go Disney.
Yeah.
And then I've said to you, like I think we'd always rebook for either every year or every other year at least, which we would vlog anyway, so
Yeah.
maybe we'll eventually become it.
I don't think, you know, but the whole channel wouldn't be dedicated to Disney. It would just
Not
be
us with ears on every night.
it would just be while we was out there, we'd vlog and like share our time out there, but when we got home it'd be like back to normal, I think.
Oh, I don't know, because you'd miss it and then you'd want to like...
No, the whole channel wouldn't be all Disney.
Maybe we could have a separate Disney channel.
Yeah, maybe, that's a good idea. Who's your celebrity crushes? Crushes. Right, go on
Well,
then.
so it's for both of us.
Yeah. Ross knows mine already.
Mine is... I'm going to have to say you now, because you're... This is
Ross,
on YouTube.
don't make me cringe.
You got YouTube and Instagram now. Once you
Yeah.
get that verified, I'm going to have to say you. If someone asks me that question, I'm going to have to be like, oh, Chloe.
Yeah, that is actually true, that.
That's it.
No, who's your celebrity crush?
No, I said if I had one, mine would be Ariana Grande.
Really? Like, I just don't get that. I don't know, like, I just
What's
don't
there
get
to
it. Don't know. Mine, like, I don't think she's anything like me.
Right.
Because she's not, is she? Like, surely mine would be James Corden. Everyone's like, what the hell when I say that, but yeah. I don't really know how to explain that one, but yeah, he would be my celebrity crush. I wouldn't know another one. Would you know another one?
No, that's
yours?
like...
Well, that's your ultimate celebrity crush.
Who do you want me to say?
I don't know. No, because she's nothing like me. Like,
Who's like you then?
surely you'd want like a resemblance or even looking like a little bit.
Who's your celebrity lookalike then?
I ain't got one.
So who do you want me to pick then?
No, but like even I don't know, like...
But I don't look like James Corden.
No, but your personality is probably the same.
I'm a better singer.
No, Ross. Yeah, anyway, I don't get Ross's celebrity crush, but I'd probably guess that you wouldn't get mine either. You argue more with each other because of lockdowns. No, I wouldn't say
I'd
so.
say that's not true. So,
we don't argue really
loads
much.
of people have been like getting divorces and stuff
Really?
because of lockdown. Yeah, like they've had to spend loads of time together, which they weren't used to doing, and it's just caused people to split up. But then the opposite as well has caused people to become closer as well.
Yeah.
Like some people.
Yeah, do you know what? I think, like we've always been around each other like all the time, haven't we? Like even to a point, like when we was young, our mums used to think it was a bit weird, didn't they? Like that we was together all the time. They was like, surely like you want a little break from each other, but we was always like just wanted to be together. But like obviously we argued, and we still argue sometimes, but we don't argue at all really, do we? I think we both now are at the stage that if one of us winds each other up, like we just like ignore them. Like we just don't talk and we just get on with our day or whatever. And then like we've got bigger things to worry about, I think. Next one, you get along with each other's families. Yeah, I would say so. Like I've always got along with your family, you've always got along with mine. Yeah. Our families are similar but different. It's quite weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'd say when I first met Ross, I always thought that his family was really like, not posh, but...
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I probably...
So you used to, if they'd asked you like, do you want a drink? You used to go, pardon, yes please. Like,
yeah, but that was just my age.
Nervous.
No, but when I first got with Ross, he lived in this like massive house. Like Ross had a...
It wasn't massive.
It was, to me it was. It was like a 6-bedroom house. That's a big house.
It's big, yeah, it was big, but it wasn't like a mansion. It was a big house in Essex.
It had like a little golf course in the garden. Like that was, it was a big house. Yeah, so it wasn't massive, but it was a big house. And I, like compared to my little house, like I've always lived in like little houses, and although they weren't very, that they was always nice and like clean and all that, but Ross's house was immaculate as well. Like you walked in, like you had black carpets and you like took your shoes off. Like I never had that, so I always thought Ross was like really rich and like well off, and his family was really posh.
She's a gold digger.
No, I wasn't. And yeah, so compared to my family, like we was nothing like that. Like we're very common and just like normal people, but Ross's family are so normal as well. So I guess that's
yeah, like once you got to know, you realise that they was common as well. And
like my mum and Ross's mum get along so well. They're like exactly the same sort of people. They like laugh at the same stuff. So we've always been really lucky that our families get on with each other as well.
Yeah.
Right, next assumption is that you have to spend every waking minute on social media, which seems exhausting. No, I wouldn't say that I spend every waking minute, because obviously that physically wouldn't be possible. I generally think though, if I wasn't a mum, like if we didn't have Nels, I probably would be that type of person, just because I know that every extra minute you're on there, it can like make a difference. We're not, sorry. That better?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it can make a difference.
Yeah, obviously the more active you are, the more like chance of people seeing you basically and following you. So
yeah, just like interacting with you guys and yeah, like posting content, even thinking like it's not just being on social media, it's thinking about content, planning the content, doing the content. That is so time consuming as well, and I think that is one thing that a lot of people don't realise. Like it's not just, oh, I'm gonna go for a walk today and take a picture. Sometimes it is generally like that, but other times I have to think about, oh, should I order a new coat to wear for that picture, or yeah, like what outfit would look good at that place. I do like to do that just because it looks like they make good pictures, don't they? And I think obviously like that is something that everyone does. Sometimes they are natural and sometimes they are like not set up, if that makes sense. Yeah, and sometimes they are natural and sometimes it's not, yeah, like set up. But a lot of the time it is, because it is just like a job really, that you have to do it.
I think it's more like you'd be more on social media now, like whilst you're growing within your first few years.
Yeah.
I think like you have to work harder now than you do. Obviously, if you've got, say, like 1 million followers, if you post a picture, it's going to get like so many shares, and you just grow like through that.
Yeah, you grow organically like that.
So obviously, when you've not got that following to start with, and you're just trying to grow, then you've got to work hard, I'd say, and spend time on it.
Yeah, I actually think that's so right. Like the first few years is probably like the hardest graft of it all.
Definitely, yeah.
And I think like anyone that's like big now or big influencer or whatever, they would say exactly the same.
I'd say so, yeah.
But obviously, like, we don't know, like added pressure probably comes when you're that big, and
yeah,
there's
and
more stress.
Like hate and stuff.
You what?
Like they'd get a load of hate and stuff, which we don't get yet.
Yeah. Yeah, and obviously then the stress of like having paid deals and things like that, like there is then so much more pressure relied on your pictures and your posts, where obviously it's like quite natural now. I don't have that. But yeah, no, I would generally say I spend I don't actually know how many hours a day. I feel like I'm always on my phone, but I try my best not to be because of Nels. Obviously, like I have to like play with her and cook and do everything else around the house as well. But I actually
the easiest way to do it is like plan your content for like a week ahead, and then you just post your picture, do some stories.
But it's easy to say that, but it's hard to actually do that sometimes.
I know a lot of people have like the post for you and stuff, don't they? Which we don't have. You have to pay for that, so they can like do a story, upload a story of an evening, and it'll post it tomorrow morning. Yeah,
see, that would be handy, wouldn't it? Yeah, we never know. As we grow, we might think about doing things like that. You've always been comfortable in your own skin. No, that's not true, like at all. I wouldn't say. I've always been like somewhat yeah, no, I probably haven't been, but there's always been like something that I've been okay with, like about myself, but then there's always been like major things that I've always like wanted to change. But I think any young girl has probably been through that, and like boys as well, I think go through that. But I think mainly girls, it's just so hard for young girls, and that is something that I am so passionate about and would love to help like young girls realise that it honestly like doesn't matter, like there's no changing who you are. And I'm actually doing something over on Instagram in February, like relating to that sort of thing as well, that I think would like it's going to do really well. You think it would do well as well, just to like help people really. I think if I could help one person out of doing that, like that would be really good as well.
So when you think back to school, it's basically like a fashion show, isn't it?
Oh, it was awful.
That's what you went to school for, like you needed new shoes, like the best bag.
Right, so this is
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like my mum, like growing up, we didn't have a lot of money, like, and I feel awful now to think back, but I remember forcing my mum to buy me this like Jane Norman bag, and she was like, I remember her saying, but she always wanted me to have like the best of everything as well. But thinking back, she probably had to like save for ages to get this bag, when I could have just had a Primark bag. It would have done exactly the same job. Like now, I wouldn't even think bad of having a Primark bag, but I would have not dreamt of going to school with a Primark bag, which is ridiculous. I always needed new shoes, always needed a new coat. Yeah, it was honestly just a fashion parade. I used to wake up like 2 hours before going to school to like do my hair, do my makeup. Where boys, it weren't like that, was it? Like,
not as much, but it still could be a bit like it. Like
I think probably worse now. Do you? Like with
do
shoes and trainers.
Don't know, it could be.
Yeah. But yeah, it is like, it's actually sad. Like when I think back to school, it actually makes me feel a bit sad. Like I remember all of that, the emotions I went through in school, that I think, oh my god, I wish I just thought it didn't matter. But obviously I think that's what sort of has made me the person I am today. So I think you sort of have to go through that sort of thing anyway. But if you are young and you feel like that, then just don't. Like it honestly doesn't matter what you look like, or because everyone changes, and as you grow older you start to look better, you can buy nicer things. I think when I started working as well, obviously you then buy like a bit more expensive makeup, which makeup does amazing things to girls' faces. Like honestly, I look completely different without makeup on. I think every girl does.
Definitely.
You had a privileged / sheltered upbringing. I don't mean it in a bad way. So we could both answer this one. So I think Ross probably did.
Yeah, like privileged.
Ross definitely
like,
did.
So obviously, my mum was like wealthy.
Yeah, and you always like had designer clothes, and you had like a lovely house, and
yeah, it was like nice house, nice holidays. It was like
Only
Florida
holidays.
every year. We had a holiday abroad, like holiday home in Turkey.
yeah. So you had like.
So yeah, I was.
Would you say you had a sheltered upbringing?
No, I wouldn't say so.
No, you definitely had a sheltered upbringing.
From what?
Like you didn't know about the big wide world, I don't think. Not in like a bad way, because I would shelter Nelly as much as physically possible.
Yeah, no, I probably didn't.
You didn't? You mean you did?
Like, I didn't know about the world.
Yeah, no. But I don't think it's about... See, this is the thing, it's really hard, because as much as I'd want to shelter Nelly, like, I'm glad that I sort of didn't. But then I wish I did. Like, it's a bit weird. Are you glad you
Shelter
did?
Nelly?
Yeah, like, I'd want to give her a sheltered upbringing. Like, not to know about things that go on, but then I would want her to know. It's quite weird.
You've got to get them to know, but know that they're wrong, basically. And I'd say that's what my upbringing was like. Like, I knew that there was like drugs and stuff out there and stuff like that, but I just knew that it was wrong.
Yeah.
But then you can't shelter them from knowing about that.
Yeah, no. Like I didn't have like a privileged upbringing. I always got like what I wanted though. It was really like, it was never like I wanted something, but maybe my wants weren't what your wants were, because I sort of knew that I couldn't get it. But like I can never remember like going without. It's a joke now, like in my family, that I used to go in any shop and want something, even if it was a pencil case. Like I would need to get something.
You got something in every... Yeah, whereas I didn't. I used to ask for stuff in a shop and my mum would be like, no.
Yeah, but
whereas your mum would be like, yeah, even
if it made her skin. Yeah. But I think that's why.
That's the difference, yeah.
But even like now with us, you're more like no, where I'm more like yeah. But I think that's the upbringing thing again, like reflecting, where I just want to give her everything. But not that I didn't have it, but yeah, you know, obviously you don't need that to have a happy life or whatever. And sheltered upbringing, I definitely didn't have a sheltered upbringing, I don't think. No, like I knew about...
Yeah, you definitely didn't.
I knew about everything from like a very young age, I would say. Like even just like little things. I remember like my dad was probably one of the worst with like just telling me things. I remember he lived in London at the time, and I think someone had been stabbed, or they'd been stabbed. I walked past, I honestly think I was about 5 years old or 6, and I said, oh, what happened? And he said, someone's been stabbed. Like, you just you just don't say that to your child, do you? But yeah, like I knew about things for a long time. Last one. So this is going to be the last question, and it is that you and Ross have a strong relationship / partnership. And I would say yes. Yeah, like I definitely think we have. Like we've also, I would say, like we're like friends as well at the same time, and like we are, whatever we do, like even like this YouTube channel, even though like it's just like my name, but it is us. Like all the like, because Ross puts a lot of work into it as well, even if it like you edit some videos now as well, and there's like, it is a partnership what we do. Like behind the scenes, like Ross is like really involved in like the whole thing and super like supportive. He's my photographer. Yeah, and like he helps so much. So yeah, I'd say with that we have got a good relationship, and also yeah, like a friendship as well. And that is going to end today's video. We hope you did all enjoy today's video. If you like videos like this, then please comment below and let us know any other sort of Q&A sort of things that we can do. I'm thinking of doing like a motherhood Q&A. We could do like a parenting one, all about that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's a good one. Because
I like doing these sort of videos.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
I know you've heard it all before, but you are the love of my life. I knew when you came through the door that you are the love of my life.